Hey folks, Kevin and Thea here. Well, today I talked Thea into sharing one of the recipes that she makes, and it's of a block cheese, a jalapeno cheese. We originally got this recipe from Jill Dalton's website, the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, and we really love this recipe a lot. Thea's going to make two different types today. One that she likes a lot, which is very similar to, is identical to the one that Jill makes. And but the other one that I like, there's going to be some horseradish in it, and what else is in there?
A lot more jalapenos.
Yeah, and there's more jalapenos. Jalapenos that we grew here, not doing the pickled ones. So that's the only main difference between what Jill Dalton's recipe is. And I'll post a link below to this block cheese recipe, and really check out Jill's website. She's got some amazing recipes there. So without any further ado.
All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to make a liquid thickener. And that is over here. I have a pot with 1.5 cups of water in it. And to that, we add agar agar. It's a little powder here, and it's a vegetable thickener. This is the name of it, agar agar. And you can get it from a Frontier, which is a very common place that a lot of people who get spices from, and herbs and cooking powders. So I'm going to add that to the water, and I'll stir it periodically because as soon as it starts to thicken, then we can put it in the blender. I'm just going to stir it just a little bit to get it started. And while that's thickening, now it's time to add all the ingredients. So it calls for 1/2 cup of cashews, and we use organic raw cashews. We get it either from Wegmans, or now Costco also has organic raw. Next is 1/3 cup of nutritional yeast. And then 4 tablespoons of lemon. And then this is onion powder. We grew our own onions, and the red onions, and then we dehydrated them and then ground them up. So this is our onions here. That's why they look a little different. And I'll let you know how much it is. Let's see. So the onion is 2 teaspoons. And I think, Kevin, you'll post these, her website with all the ingredients on there. All right? And then this is smoked paprika, which has a wonderful flavor, and that is also 2 teaspoons. Calls for 1/3 cup of red pepper. These are actually our banana peppers from the garden we grew, and we froze them, and then I just thawed them out. This is 3 jalapenos from the garden with most of the seeds removed, and that is why I'm coughing. And that's a lot more than the recipe. It only calls for 1. And then this is horseradish from the garden that we had saved, and we're adding that in for a little more nutrition and flavor. So that's all it takes in the blender until the agar agar is ready. So I'm going to stir it and see how we're doing. So I don't know if you can see this, but it is thickening nicely. Does that show up, Kevin?
I'll zoom in a little bit, so you want to do it
Okay,
again?
I'll do it again. Kind of cool.
So does this start off really watery?
Yes, it's just like the powder in the water. And as it warms up, it thickens, and that's what makes your cheese a gel consistency. So this is all set, so I'm going to try and stay out of the way of the camera and pour this in best I can. You can see that's a little thickened. So I'll try and get all of it out. That means more cheese. There we
This
go.
makes a really nice block of cheese that's really easy to slice.
Oh, there's another piece over here. Let's get that. Right. And then we have a blend tech, which we love. And we just turn it on and then to the blend cycle till everything is smooth. And we really like these silicone little trays because everything pops out so nicely. So now it's time to get as much of this out and in the form. The nice thing about this is that you really don't have to cook anything. You just stick these in the refrigerator, and in about 30 minutes everything's all set and you can start chowing it down with some crackers. A little bit more I think we can get out of here. And then I'm going to make mine in the same jar afterwards, so any leftovers will go into the next batch. Okay, that's pretty good. So then I just try and even it out. You can see it's already starting to gel up. And then I just kind of get that extra out. See, this part's already hardened here. And then into the refrigerator it goes, and we're done. Wait 30 minutes and munch down.
So it's been over 30 minutes and Thea's out here slicing up the second block of cheese, her block. How'd it come out, hon?
Very good. Good texture, good taste. Ready for the week.
So here are the containers with our separate cheeses. Kevin's cheese has got the extra jalapenos and the horseradish, and Thea's just as straight the recipe from Jill's website. Okay, it's time for the taste test for me. So the cheese is nice and firm. It's got the little speckles of the little bits of pepper and some of the horseradish in it. I just love this cheese. So we're having troubles with the camera here trying to finish up this video. But anyways, to make it short and sweet, we absolutely love this recipe. It's a wonderful whole food replacement so that to help you break the habit of some of those cheeses that aren't that healthy. And we really owe a big thank you to Jill Dalton and her whole food plant-based cooking show. A link to her site will be below featuring this recipe, and we think it's great. So
we love Jill's recipes. She has many, many recipes, and we've checked just about every one out. So go to her website, check them out. You'll love them all. The flavor's wonderful, but this is just one we thought we'd show you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, folks. Have a fantastic day.
Have a fun day. Bye-bye.